Hi guys, we're back working in quarantine again. As you can see, hospital is back up and running. The Achilles started mucusing up, so we've whacked him back here, put him under copper again. He seems fine now. I don't know what was up with him really. You can see here we got 2 tanks missing already. So what I'm going to do today is work on taking this frame out and clearing the mess up underneath, and probably won't move this sump because I'll need a hand with that, and I'll need somewhere to put it, and I've run out of space. So here we go. Also, I've heard back from Tony at Clearasil, and I can focus. There's our tanks. Looking good. So now all he's got to do is glue the braces on and cut the cover glasses, then they'll be shipped to me. So I will have these tanks this Tuesday, it's currently Thursday, and then we can start building. Also, I forgot to say, we've got the media cycling. I've just spilt some junk in there, which is annoying. So we've got Marine Pure block, and then there's 2 Max Spec Bio blocks down there. We've added some ammonium chloride and some Fritz Zyme 9. These have been running for about 5 days now. I'll do a check, see how much ammonia, nitrate we've got, and then if needed I'll add some more ammonia and some more Zyme 9. That should give us a really good cycle on our systems, so we can add at least a small batch of fish into each one straight away. At least these screws are coming out a bit easier. Right, well there we go, that's a bit clearer. You can see the old manifold. This whole original system we call white, it was along the wall, along here, before we moved that back wall 3 foot further back. So it got chopped and moved very quickly because we didn't want to have loads of downtime. So this old manifold was just stuffed on where it is and connected up as quickly as possible and turned back on. It's been working fine, it's just not pretty. And that UV there is such a pain in the butt to change. You can see I haven't changed it in too long, way too long. Not that it runs all the time, but we do like to change the bulbs every year. We've got new bulkheads for these here, you can see they're just connected with a 25mm reinforced pond flexible hose. That stuff tends to go dry. Also, those elbows on these are really quite restrictive. So what I'm going to do is, what's done on our soft coral trays is a 1-inch pipe will solvent weld straight into the back of those bulkheads. So I'm going to put 1-inch pipe on the back of these, and that's solvent weld, and we'll be able to get more flow through these. So you can see that's on the verge of flooding, and it's not a huge amount of flow. This one's set a bit better, and it's really not a lot. So we want to get some more flow in these. But I'm going to start stripping these pipes out. You can see there's air lines going everywhere. We have these little connectors. They're bubble magus connectors, but an airline, or what we've used on others, is actually RO tube. If you heat the end up, you can push it over these nibs, and we have it on a valve here, so that when we're acclimating fish, we can just stick the airline or the RO tube into our acclimation buckets and crack the valve. You can probably hear how brittle this pipe is. This is pond flex, so it's supposed to be really flexible. In salt water, it just goes rock hard. And it starts to split. There's a little tiny hole right there. You'll be able to see it. There we go. You see it. So it's starting to crack. So it's a good point. Good thing we're replacing this. Now I really like the heights that blue is at. It makes it easy for maintenance and easy for keeping a quick eye on and easy for feeding and stuff. We only have to use a ladder when we're cleaning out the top tanks, which is fine. When you're stacking systems up like this, you've got to use a ladder at some point. So I'm going to measure this system, draw it on the wall, and then we're going to build the new systems the same as that. The other reason for doing it the same height as blue is the new tanks are similar sort of size. Our top levels here, you can see we're just a little lower. It's probably 150mm lower. It just means that we can get into the tanks a little easier without having to use a ladder every single time. And then our bottom level is down here, so you can see we're a little lower than the middle level for the old one there. So there we go. Here you can see the blown out panel on this tank. You see we've sort of bodged repaired it with some old bits of glass which didn't even quite fit because there's a gap here. But it worked for a short period of time and then it started dripping, so we just shut it down. Now all I've got to do is find a home for this mess and that mess.